Hello, groovy earthlings. I'm going to show you how I pack capsules. I've already grinded these herbs up. This is a herb called Murira Puama. It's a hair loss herb, and I put it in capsules. It's great. I put it in my scalp oils too, but it's also very effective in capsule form too, to open up your blood vessels so that your hair follicles can be fed. Okay, this is a capsule filler. This fills 100 capsules at a time. I use vegan capsules. They come already separated. So first thing I do is put the long one in, which they call the body. And I just kind of rub my hand over the places so they can naturally fall into place, and then I go and manually get the rest. Trying to be a little more interactive, you know, showing the process. And there's a lot more people getting involved in herbalism, so I'm happy to help, you know. It's always wrong for herbalists because there's going to come a time when all we can use is natural medicine, and we need to know how to do these things for ourselves. That's one of the reasons why I created the Big Herb book. It's available on Amazon. It's called Miss Cotton's Big Herb book. And basically, it's all the herb descriptions, recipes to make your own capsules, tinctures, creams, oils. I spent several years studying this stuff for myself, but this knowledge is no good if I can't share it with my village, you know. My main goal is for people to be healthy. If I make some money along the way, then all praise be to Allah, but my main goal is to help my community become naturally healthy and become independent of pharmaceuticals that they push into us. Nowadays, doctors just go on WebMD, type your symptoms in. Come in. Come in. Come in. It's unlocked. Hello, how you doing? Yes, you can just sit it right there. They didn't give you 2 salads?
I said 1 item.
I had to buy one to get one free promotion. Okay.
Yeah, they put 1 item on here.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Okay, have a good one. Anyway, as I was saying, lately, doctors wait till you tell them what's wrong with you. They ask you all these questions, and they're going to type that in the computer on Google and see what Google has to say about what's wrong with you. All that schooling and stuff is thrown out the window with the advent of technology. Ain't nobody looking up under no microscope or nothing. Every now and then they'll order some blood work, but most of the time a person has to insist, so they say, well, I feel like something is really wrong. We need to dig deeper into this. But unfortunately, there's an incentive to prescribe medications instead of discussing natural medicine. A lot of doctors frown down on natural medicine. That's why you always see us do a disclaimer about discussing with your doctor before you try natural herbs. But 9 times out of 10, they're not going to suggest you try natural herbs, because that's going to make you independent of them. I'm just checking, seeing if holes I didn't fill. Yeah, they're not going to suggest anything where you don't come back. Okay, so we got it filled up. Okay, I'm going to put my powder. I've been doing this long enough where I can kind of eyeball, because I hate having too much overflow. So I just got a little baker's spatula. The silicone edge really helps me slide the powder over effectively. Yeah, this is an ancient herb we used for many years to help with hair growth. You know, we just now finding out about a lot of this stuff over here in America. But the one thing I like to do, especially when it comes to hair growth and researching what actually works, is to extend my net out a little further and see what other herbs we have besides the usual essential oils that everybody has in their scalp drops. Everybody basically have the same formula, different name, different label. But if anybody worth their weight in gold as a chemist or whatever, then we all use the same basic oils to promote hair growth. So I was very excited to be able to add the Murira Puama to my formulation. I've been getting good feedback on it, and I've actually seen growth with it. And this is tricky. This is the part where you really can't rush, or you'll have powder everywhere. And trust me, I've done it before. So I just take my time. Patience, butterfly. Most of the time I pack the capsules on demand when someone puts an order into the lab. Every now and then I have certain capsules already on hand, but it gets kind of frustrating. It's having all this stuff packed up and the demand is not there. So I'm hopeful that, you know, it'll pick up and people get with it and start investing more in their natural health. That would be awesome. So I'm just scraping the powder around to where I see it's not filled all the way up in the holes. And this is something you can really do yourself if you're into herbalism. I use a mortar and pestle to grind most of my herbs up. If I can't get it to a fine powder consistency with that, then I put out my herb grinder. It gets it to a nice powder that's easy to ingest. Some of these powders can be put in smoothies, but not this herb. It's a bitter herb. instead of taking in a capsule where you can't taste it. But most bitter herbs are the best for you. I know they sound crazy, but it's true. So yeah, like before, just taking my time, going from side to side, scraping the overflow back into the jar. Nothing is wasted. When I make my capsules, I might have a little powder drop down here and there, but not that bad. Okay, now that I got the body done, now it's time to fill out the other half of the capsules. Okay. These are called the caps. It's the other half. Like I said, I use vegan capsules, not ones with gelatin, because you don't know who's allergic to pork. I am. So I like to offer the same courtesy to people that's taking my capsules with the reassurance that, you know, some pork products in my capsules. Some people can't consume pork for religious reasons, you know, so you never know. But if you use vegan capsules, then you can eliminate that happening. Plus, I noticed the vegan capsules are a little thinner than the other kind, easier to dissolve faster, so that's always a plus. I don't know what these things made out of, but it's vegan. That's all we need to know. It's vegan. Yeah, so I'm trying to open up more and, you know, be more interactive and showing more processes and, you know, get more people to visit my website, godisahealer.com, to see what I have to offer. If you don't do anything else, it would be great to get my herb book. Like I said, if there's something you would like to do for yourself, I'm not gatekeeping. I mean, I think God put the herbs here for everybody. I think the knowledge should be here for everybody as well. That's just how I feel about it. These little boogers, they all flip over really bad. So I'm just going through and flipping them over. And it's kind of tedious, but it's quicker than back in the day how we used to have to scoop the powder in the capsules almost one by one. Scooping it in the powder. Before technology kicked in, part of my neighbor's TV. I don't know what they want to do. What else? But yeah, so just going through, making sure I got all my holes filled in and none of them were flipped over. Once I do this, we're almost through with the process. Yeah, like my little braid wig I've been wearing. It looks so natural, don't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to wear this more often. I really like it. Make me look young. Yeah, I don't know if it's the color. It's all the color or something, I don't know. But I always thought dark color would make me look old, but it's actually the opposite. So I removed this top part, put this orange plate on here. This is the middle plate. This keeps the capsules from spilling over when I connect it like this. And when I'm doing this, it's better for me to stand up so I can put the proper pressure. Something gonna always need an extra little tapping to come out though. And that's when I just grab a little weed pen or something. Just kind of gently go through there, and the ones that didn't detach, just kind of barely tap them so they can detach. Okay, we're gonna take this tray and press it down. And until I put them in my jars, I just press the ball. This is 100, so somebody's order is getting mailed out.
Well, actually, she might be going to contact you.
And usually whoever gets this first batch, I'll go ahead and there's always 10 extra capsules. So this person is getting 40 capsules instead of 30. And right now I have a sale on all my capsules are half off. So usually $30 for 30 capsules. Now it's only $15 because again, I ain't trying to make no money. I'm really just trying to heal my community and make it affordable. I know I could charge more. The herbs are definitely worth more. But you know what's worth more than that? Your health. Your health. And if you have problems with your hair growing, getting that blood flow to your scalp, this new era Guama capsules may be something that you'd like to try. Okay, so until I put these into jars, I write the name on it and write how many is in there. There's 60 in here, and this is how you spell the name of the herb, by the way. M-U-I-R-A, P-U-A-M-A. Weird name. Not talked about as much as these other popular things out here. I'm not going for popularity. I'm going for what works. This is, I guess you can say it's my little secret. Cause, yeah. So before I pack this up, I just tap this on the towel that I'm using. Get all this excess towel off. Put the wrestling rings back around here. That's what I call it, like a wrestling ring. Got some good smelling disinfectant spray I got from Sam's. I got a whole gallon of it. It smells great. So I just put it in a little spray bottle here to wipe the table down and put it back up. Ready for the next packing. I hope you enjoyed my little video. Y'all probably don't need to see all this, but I'm already doing it. So. I like this table because it's half the size of a regular table, and it gives me just enough space to do what I need to do in this room. Bye.